Inland Drive. I wasn't actually planning to speak, but I was just listening to Councilman Wright, to George, and to the gentleman in the audience too. I was reflecting on that a little bit. I've had the chance the last 2 or 3 years to be a little bit involved in terms of aspects of politics, and I learned a little bit about community organizing, the name that you sometimes run into when you try to bring a message across. And one thing that came from my mind is what I just shared with my friends when I visited another community. I wonder how many mountains we could move, how many mountains we could climb if we would actually work together as a community. I think we have a lot of potentials for that. I've seen it. We have been able to defeat a violence plan because we worked together. And we had a broad support from across the political spectrum. We have been able to defeat a consultation attempt despite the odds. I do believe we'll be able to also defeat the charter school amendment. And I've heard you, George, and I've heard you, Mr. Wright, and the gentleman in the audience quite well. I do believe, though, that we do need to have taxes to pay for projects, everything from sidewalks to public libraries. And it is necessary that such funds need to be equally distributed so that those who need it will have access to the funds as well. So we'll see those aspects. But I personally, if I would be able to vote, although that I'm not from around here, I cannot vote, I would vote for SPLOST VII, although directly connected with the hopes that we will do the best we can to use those funds for projects that are in dire need. I had a little conversation with my daughter this morning, and she asked me a little bit about SPLOST VII. She seems to be growing up in a political household of sorts, and I tried to explain it to her. And then she also, at some point, reflected on it and said, well, have these guys ever been to the public library? You do not know how full it is, and that there is problems really with the group. She has been at the library a lot. So there are projects we need to take care of as a community, and that includes sidewalks and public libraries, and bicycle paths, perhaps, but we need to have money for that. So I would vote, if I could, for SPLOST VII. But it would also be here on the regular list and ask you to make sure that these funds are equally distributed as they should. And so I understand where you're coming from, George, and I understand also where the gentleman spoke before me, as well as the lady spoke before me came from as well. So I hope that SPLOST VII passes, and I hope that we have the wisdom to use those funds in an appropriate fashion. That's all I wanted to say. I appreciate giving me time to talk.
Thank you, Mr. Noll. Are there any other citizens wishing to be heard? Any other citizens wishing to be heard? Hearing none, Councilman, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second. Motion second, all in favor, raise your right hand. We're adjourned.